Welcome to Enhanced Distance Learning Algebra 1. My name is Brian Stegall, and I would like to welcome you to your students' class. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Scottsdale and attended Supai Elementary, which is now Tonellia Middle School, and then I graduated from Coronado High School. I have earned a few degrees at ASU, including a master's degree in educational technology. I have been married to my bride, Sherry, who is a social studies teacher at Cocopah Middle School, and I have two grown kids, Charlie, who lives in South Scottsdale, and Sally and her family, a husband and three kids, who live with us. My mother also lives with us. I worked for 30 years in the swimming pool and service business in the Scottsdale area, and I have been teaching math for the last 9 years at Saguaro High School. Let me give you a little snippet of how a math class sometimes feels to students, to the teacher, sometimes when you're trying to help your student, how it feels for you. I'm going to share this screen. Give me 1 second.
Starting. Okay, here's your homework. First let me tell you the directions. What's 4 take away 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take away. What's 6 take away 1? 1. No, you take away. So you take away 1 out of 6. How much does it equal? What's 10 minus 1? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. Take away 1. How much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 and 1 more. And add 1 more. How many does it equal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 equals, it makes 9. See how you take away? You take away 1 and it equals 1. Do you get it now? Yes.
So I hope that's not how you feel like it is, but sometimes that's how it feels like it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share a few things that will help you to help your child and hopefully eliminate the necessity of trying to get something that you're not quite sure about so that they can understand the math that they need to know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with my screen and I'm going to tell you the major places you can go to find the information you need to help your student with his or her class. So I'm going to share my screen again. And what I'm showing you right now is the single sign-on page. And when you go on to susd.org, the first thing you'll look for is a icon that says single sign-on, or the words that say single sign-on. Click on that and you'll come to this page. And on this page, what you're going to look for is first the Buzz EDL icon or tile. In this tile, if you click on this tile, it will send you to the base page that all the information for Algebra 1 will be found out. And what you will end up in is a screen that looks like this. And when you get to this screen, you can pick your student can pick the class that he or she is interested in. And if they click on it, Algebra 1, Period 1, click on this. And once they get to this place, there's a place called Welcome to My Classroom. In Algebra 1, this site, Welcome to My Classroom, gets all the basic information that they need to gain access to the different parts of their class. Information about myself, information about my office hours, which in algebra is between 1:30 and 2:20 in a Teams. Also, I have 2 links. I have the Monday, Wednesday Teams online class link, or it's Tuesday, Thursday if you're 4th, 6th, and 7th. And then I have the Friday online Teams class link. Those links get you into the class. Then I also have some details here. In the details, I have a syllabus. I have a link to get into the textbook. And I have a link to get into an online calculator, Desmos Online. And I also have a calendar here, so you can keep track of, if you miss a day, what we were learning that day. That's the Buzz EDL tile. Now, also on the single sign-on page, you'll see that they also have Pearson EasyBridge. And in Pearson EasyBridge, it will lead you to a site that lets you pick, if your student has some other Pearson classes, you can pick the class. For us, it'll be, let's just say, Algebra 1, Period 1. And when I click on this, this will get me to my online textbook. Most of the assignments your child is going to need to complete are in the online textbook. And if once they're in the online textbook, they can go to the textbook by clicking on Browse, or they can go to their classes and look for assignments. And so when they go to Pearson, if they have several Pearson classes, Pearson textbooks, they'll find their class. Here's Algebra 1, Period 1, and then they'll click on Assignments. And that'll lead them to the assignments that they should be working on. Finally, let me show you also that we have another tile that you need to be aware of, and that's the Synergy tile. And in the Synergy tile is where we post grades. And if you look through your student's Synergy gradebook, at least once a week, you will help your child and this class to go more smoothly, because you can see how they're doing with their homework and on quizzes and tests. And if you see a lot of zeros or NS's not submitted, it means they're not turning in their homework. And it might not show up as a bad grade yet, as a total grade, but as the semester continues on, if they get a lot of those NS's, no submissions, or 0, then you'll find out they'll have trouble passing the class. One of the things you can do when you're in Synergy gradebook is you can see how they're doing on test, because in test, they're able to retake tests. And the policy for Algebra 1 is they can retake any test they want to once. And I will record the higher of the 2 grades. But for them to retake the test, they must have all their homework for that section's test completed, and they must correct the errors they made on the test. Then they can retake their test. They will have 1 week from the date the test is returned to them graded to retake the test. So that usually means they'll have 2 weeks. It takes me about 1 week to get the test graded, posted, and returned to the students, and then they'll have 1 week after it's returned for them to make up any homework they missed and correct any mistakes they made on the test. If I can be of any assistance to you, feel free to reach out to me at bstegall@susd.org. And if you have any questions, concerns, or observations that might help your students succeed in Algebra 1, please contact me. Thank you for your time, and have a good rest of the day.